they clamp a hold of your head there. Not a lot you can do.
Just bullied him.
Yeah.
He just went out there and bullied him. It was just, that's like what you do to your little brother. That was nasty.
Moving up now to 149 pounds, ranked number 10 in the nation from Brownsburg, Indiana. He's a redshirt freshman. He's 5-0 on the season so far, off to a great start in his freshman campaign. It's Brayton Lee. He's taking on Gino Fluri out of Blairstown, New Jersey. He is 2-2 on the season.
Brayton, a guy I think the Gopher faithful are going to get a lot of enjoyment watching over the years. Wrestles hard, has a huge tank, lots of takedowns, can score from a lot of different positions.
Now, he's a takedown specialist for sure, man. He's really tough on his feet. Just battles in there. You know, he's going to hand fight. He's going to fight for position. He's going to give you everything you got. You're never going to see a match where late in the third he kind of just lays on the bottom. He won't concede.
I don't think he's going to have a lot of opponents come off the mat saying, that was fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be a battle. You go out there, you're going to get beat up. I
enjoyed wrestling that guy.
He's not going to be a pretty guy for the next 4 years. He's just, face is going to get beat up. Just going to be one of those guys.
Good little long kind of far side double, but he's able to finish it.
Finished it.
Yeah. And he just kind of looked like, he was extended when he got to the legs, but he must just have some incredible strength of pulling that in because he was able to finish it in a position where he wasn't really in that great of a spot.
Well, he's fresh. It looked like he closed his hips really fast. He got both of his hands to the leg and then just ran his legs to get his hips in there and was able to finish it.
Good little fake there by Herb Edwards. Oh, sorry, Gino Fluri. That was the last guy.
That was the last guy.
That one went fast.
It was fast.
We didn't get to talk about Herb enough.
Nope. But means that the match is tied up 6-6, which is a little more entertaining. And Ryder kind of hanging tough. I think that a lot of Gopher fans probably thought that this was going to be a little bit of a early season
get right match,
railroad kind of Cal State Bakersfield type of deal. No discredit to Cal State Bakersfield, but the Gophers kind of handled their business in that a couple weeks ago, and thus far, Ryder's come out and given the Gophers everything that they want. In the first 3 matches, outside of Mitch McKee's match there, but
absolutely, they're bringing good energy, and they've walked off the mat looking strong every time. I mean, they're well conditioned, they're ready to go.
"10 seconds in the period. See if Brayton or Gino can fire one off here. It doesn't look like they're going to. Kind of content to just roll into the second period 2-1.
Time's going to end in the first. It's 12 seconds of riding time and a 2-1 lead in favor of Brayton Lee. Brayton's going to start top. Gino chose the bottom position in the second period. Good explosion stand up, and he's up and out. Now we're 2-2. 15 seconds of riding time. Not really a factor yet. Good lefty high C there by Brayton Lee, and a stall warning issued on Gino Fluri as we try to figure out this scramble, and Brayton's gonna, not yet, nothing yet. Trying to pick that banker back up. And
nothing.
No, he got 2. He got 2 called.
Gets a 2. Do you see it?
Yeah.
No reaction time?
No reaction time.
And this is an area where you and I talked about this earlier in the week. Brayton Lee has to improve.
He's got to learn to ride.
He's got to be able to keep guys down. We'll see how he does here.
Great.
That's a good,
great
nice
job
first
off the
move.
whistle. even if it's, even if you slow the guy down for 15 seconds and you take a little bit out of him here from this top position, and you know what, he may get up and get out of here, but that's better than just letting the guy explode up and he's out in 2 seconds and you didn't take anything out. Another lefty high seat. Brayton Lee's back in and trying to finish, trying to cut across that double. He's going to finish for another takedown. Now it's important that he climbs up and keep
the hips
Fluri
down.
Yeah, keep his hips down, keep his chest on the mat right now. You can get a lot of riding time. You can take a lot out of a guy right now.
Especially when you finish a takedown where you're able to get someone's, you got locked around both legs. You got their hips on the mat. You can climb up. Keep them on the mat. Keep them flat. This takes a lot of energy to build your hips, build out, and Brayton doing a good job thus far of doing exactly what we're just talking about, just taking some energy out of Fluri.
Another stall warning there on Gino Fluri, and that's a point for Brayton Lee. And Fluri's now trying to get his hips out and away, and he's up and out for another point. Escape, 7-4 lead, 27 seconds to go in this second period. Minute 15 of riding time for Brayton Lee, down to 20 seconds. Scoring at the end here, you got to try to, like we said at the beginning, try to finish each period on top. 10 seconds to go. Time's going to run out, it looks like, here in the second. We're going to clasp into the fingers with 3 seconds left. We're going to get a quick restart before we finish out this period. Ready to start down now here in the third period. And again, this is another position we talked about. He's got to improve, got to work to get better here. And you see this so often with freshmen when they come into Division I wrestling, that this is the absolute hardest position to learn. And Brayton's able to get out and get away. But that bottom position, there's such a huge learning curve from what you were used to in high school. And for most people at the D1 level, they kind of, maybe more or less dominated when they were as a high school senior.
Yep.
Getting out from the bottom was never really a problem. Yep. And
well, just coming from high school, there's no incentive from the top man in high school to ride.
Right.
There's no riding time, there's no riding point, so you don't face a lot of really good riders unless you wrestled in Pennsylvania or the New Jersey.
I like that by Brayton. He's able to. He just cuts Fluri loose, and he leads 10-5, but he has the riding time, so another takedown and ride out would be a major. So
nice hips.
Instead of waiting till the end of the period, or closer to the end of the period to cut the guy, he cuts him right away. Gives himself plenty of time to work for this last takedown that he needs. I'd like to see him get back to that lefty high C. It's looked great so far. Another good shot by Fluri. .45 seconds to go, 1:26 of riding time in favor of Brayton Lee. He will get another point if that holds. .30 seconds to go. Again, Brayton needs another takedown here for the major.
I'd like to see him just get a little more active with his hands, fire off that last attempt.
Good shot by Fluri. He's trying to fight
That's a nice takedown by Fluri.
And an important one, extremely important one, much in the same way we talked about at 125 pounds when Patrick McKee got that escape with 3 seconds to go. Equally as important there by Gino Fluri to hold off. And, he didn't win the match, but that also goes a long ways, because there's a chance these guys see each other down the road. And you want to kind of leave that lasting impression in a guy that I scored the last points in our match. He maybe came out on top, but I was still in there fighting all the way to the end. And